Alrighty. Hello, welcome. So great to see Trish. Good to see you here. It's been a while. I'm so happy to see your beautiful face here live today. Catherine, just wintering here. That's cool. You live and travel in a converted school bus. Now, I want to hear more about that. That is very cool. So we're just going to be getting started in 1 minute here today. There's a lot of South England people in the house. No, that's our people, from right where we grew up. So great to see you guys here. We're going to be getting started bang on the hour. I want to just say respect for you guys who are here live today. This is going to be a really, really interactive workshop. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Any questions as we get through and get started in on this, please just pop them in the chat. We're going to be having a lot of fun here today. I see it's just hit the top of the hour. So if you guys are cool with it, then I think it's about time that we dive straight in. So, it's going to be a lot of fun. So let me just get this screen rolling. Okie dokie, cool. Awesome. Guys, you are in for a treat. And thank you so much for everyone who's on time. Cool. So today we're going to be going through the social media sales system that gets ready to buy leads in 7 minutes per day. Now, this really is going to be a workshop style, and you're going to be walking away with a proven, high converting social media system and the post that you're going to be able to adapt right here today to your business. And we're going to do this right here today. And you're going to start sharing them online during this session so that you can start getting leads today. Is that cool? That cool with you guys? And so if you're anything like the clients that we serve inside Impact School, then my guess is that you're here because you want more inbound leads, more business coaching clients, or more profits from social media. And in fact, it would be really helpful for those of you who are here with us right now. Which of those three is most important to you right now? Would it be getting more leads, getting more clients, or making more profit? Please pop that into the chat. And just for everybody who is hopping in right here, right now, welcome to today's workshop. Today, we're going to be installing the social media sales system that gets ready to buy leads in 7 minutes per day. This is workshop style. You will walk away with proven high converting posts. We're going to adapt them to your business together right here, and you're going to start sharing them online during this session so you can start getting leads today. So is that cool with you? I'm seeing a lot of leads, more clients, more profits. And so with that said, I think it's time that we just get straight into it. So we use this system to get more than 3,000 people registered for this workshop here today. And Nikolina Tepovac sold 800,000 in courses with this exact system. And like Sagi Schreiber, who actually sent me a message saying that this system allowed him to have his first 7-figure year. And just like Paul Tinker, who cut his time behind the camera from 2 hours per week to 30 minutes per week and increased his sales conversations by 10x, all thanks to this system. And the reason why I share Sagi, Nikolina, and Paul is because all three of them were spending more than 90 minutes creating content and sharing on social media each week to try and get leads. And they were all stuck below 100K in annual profit, despite working really, really hard and studying courses, going to seminars, and even hiring virtual assistants to help. And all of them were really skeptical about this system working for them because all of them had less than 3,000 followers when they got started, and they were getting minimal to no engagement online. So if that's you right now, I just want to let you know that you're in really, really good hands. And finally, I want to share April, who in her first post using our system got 75 plus inbound leads. And April is not some influencer. She's a real world consultant who's working with companies all day, every day. She's really, really busy. And so I'd like to ask you, what would 75 inbound leads do for you and your business? How would that change things for you? Yeah, it would change the game. It would allow you to make sales, then make the sales that you need, and it would lead to a lot of money in the bank. Trish says it would help hugely. Right, and we're not messing around today. And I can see that most people here are saying that they need more leads. I saw a lot of people also saying that they want more profits. And Peter, I see you there. Yeah, Trish wants more profits. Jamie wants more inbound leads, profits. Jenny wants leads, Brooke, profits. Exactly. So with that said, given that you're here because you want more leads and you want more profits, we're here to show you that with the right system, you can do this in very few minutes each and every day. So who here is serious actually about getting more leads? Type me into the chat. Mark says he wants to leverage. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay. That was crazy. Guys, I love this engagement, by the way. Please keep this up. This is really awesome to see. Okay, so everyone here live, you can see that the chat just went crazy with like dozens of people wanting more leads. So I love to see it. Now, fantastic. So this workshop, to get this workshop started the right way, and to show you that we don't mess around here, we're going to post the exact same template that April used to get 75 inbound leads. You guys cool with that? You following me? I mean, you said you wanted more leads, so let's see who holds himself to that. So we're going to take 2 minutes and share the proven post on your primary social media platform, or you can send it to your email list, okay? It doesn't matter where you share it. It can be on your feed, it can be on stories, or it can be directly as an email blast. Now, here's what's going to happen as I tell you to share this right now, okay? Some thoughts are going to start going through your mind. Questions are going to pop into your head like, well, what should my freebie be? And what if my freebie isn't ready? And what if I don't have time? And April didn't make a big fancy freebie. She didn't have a funnel. She didn't set up any automation because she was so busy and she wasn't yet at the webinar profit system part of our scale roadmap. Now, April has big clients that pay her tens or even hundreds of thousands for consulting and speaking, but she really wanted to get more leads so that she could make her scale program work and bring more of her business online. And that's why she's working with us. And that's why she just went for it. So she took our advice and wrote down 3 bullet points. And those 3 bullet points were her freebie. And she just copied and pasted those 3 points to the 75 people who came inbound to her wanting access. And she turned quite a few of those 75 into clients for her program using our money-making messaging method. Now, the truth that a lot of people don't want you to know is that your freebie can simply just be 3 bullet points. It could also be a training that you've made in the past, a call that you've done with a group of your clients. And I recommend for the purpose of this post, it's just 3 bullet points that we're going to craft right here, right now. Okay? So you ready for this? I'm seeing fire emojis in the chat. So here's April's post, the one that got her 75 inbound leads with less than 20K followers. And by the way, as you watch this workshop, April may have a bigger audience right now. And that's because she's using our scale systems. And so her social media audience is growing pretty quickly. But at the time that she did this post, her audience wasn't huge. So we're going to get into the template now. And I want you to fill it out with me as we go along, okay? Who's in? Who's going to be playing with me here and getting this out? As I have a sip of water. Catherine's in. Trish says, let go. Crystal. Okay, cool. I love this. Great energy. Jolene and awesome. Christina. Okay, so here's the post. I studied number of avatar, number of whom have been my clients. Okay, so let's pause after this line, right? Fill that out for me. How many clients have you had and what was their niche? Let's fill this out. Again, you can just get a draft and we can flesh this out and perfect it in a few minutes, but let's just get a rough draft for now. Okay? If we just look back at April's, she said, I studied thousands of the most successful salespeople, hundreds of whom have been my clients. Okay, so what's yours? I studied number of avatar, number of whom have been my clients. Okay? The next line is X% of them do 3 things in their area that others simply don't. Okay, so I want you to write down 3 things that you do with your clients that make your clients successful. You getting that down for me? If we look at April's, it says 90% of them do 3 unusual things in their sales cycle that others simply don't. So what's yours? Fill that out for me. Okay. And then the next line is, what do you think those 3 things are? Just write that down. Comment below. That's the next line. Want to know for certain? That's just a line that you can snag that. And then you write comment or message me keyword and I'll send you the list and why they're so powerful in achieving the outcome that your potential clients want. Just pick a random keyword. It could be sales, or it could be leads, or it could be results. It doesn't matter what the keyword is. Okay? So make sure you've got that down and that you filled in the blanks. And can you see how this prevents you from worrying about what your freebie needs to be? You're an expert in your field, so you can whip something together. And then when you send it out, the most important thing is that you add an open-ended question at the end to get the conversation going, okay? Got me? So who's feeling more confident about this now? Who's feeling less worried about creating, crazy complex funnels. And this is just a taster of what we're going to be getting into in this workshop here today. Trish has said she's got it. Anne says she doesn't have stats at the top of my head. No worries, Anne. For now, just fill it in as a placeholder. And then what I want you to do is I want you to just go through quickly and scan your clients and look at the things that the majority of your clients do in order to actually get results so that you can fill in the blanks right there. Okay. Catherine's dropped a thumbs up. Cool. So I want to take 2 minutes and I want you to post this on your primary social media platform right now or send it to your email list. Please don't overthink this. The way that we do things around here is by taking action and not by sitting passively watching, okay? And once you've posted it, I want you to type done into the chat, and to get bonus points, send us the post that you made so that we can give you feedback. Because we are here to get you leads efficiently so that you can focus on scaling your business. Lead gen should not be a problem for you. You have better things to be focusing on, like bringing in revenue, getting more known, and serving your clients. Okay, so I want to see who's got that done. Let's just do this one more time to make sure that everyone's picking this up. So I studied number of avatar, number of whom have been my clients. We want a lot of those or a good number of those to be your clients. So when it says I studied number of avatar, how many clients have you worked with? Just put that in the blank there. If you've had 80 clients and all of your clients are salespeople, I studied 80 clients, all of whom have been my clients. I studied 80 salespeople, all of whom have been my clients. X% of them do 3 things in their area that others simply don't. If 100% of your clients do these 3 things, then you would want to say 100%. Okay? So we just fill in the blanks. And then the reason why we post this is because that question, what do you think those number of things are? That encourages comments. And then if people want to know for certain, they're going to start messaging you and you will start bringing in leads. Okay? So who's got that up on their social media? Give me a done in the chat box here and let's get this going. And while you're getting that up, in case this is your first time with us here, myself, Anthony, and Nor are grateful to serve you. So I'm Lauren Tickner. I am the one in the middle here. And I've been in the online social media and coaching space for a decade at this point. And I promise I'm not going to give you my entire life story, but just so you know that this really works, I scaled 2 of my own businesses to more than $1 million per year using what we will share with you here today. And my current business does significantly more than that with this same process. That's why I've been asked to speak on the same stage as Robert Kiyosaki, who's the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. I've also spoken on the same stages as Gary Vee and Alex Hormozi, talking about this exact system here as well. Noor, want to give a quick intro?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Noor, co-founder and COO of Impact School. This pic on the screen was from 2020. It was the first time that Lauren and I had met in person after we'd already been working together for quite some time. Actually, the photo was right around the time we were doing done for you work for Jeremy Minor and Grant Cardone's business partner, Brandon, when we installed their social media sales systems. Oh goodness. This picture Lauren finds really funny. She's always bringing me so many great ideas and I have to keep her in check. But it's from Alex Hormozi and Russell Brunson's business coach event where I was invited to speak about systems. This is such a terrible photo.
I love that one. This one of Anthony's great. It's like, no client testimonial can faze me.
It's true though. I'm Anthony, and the client testimonials and results you see are something that I do take pride in. Okay, we do care about the client results that we get, and I'd like to ask you a question: which of these 3 things that I'm about to say do you most resonate with? Okay, so we want to see you pop either a 1, a 2, or a 3 into the chat so we can tailor this workshop to those of you who are here with us live. Okay, so the first thing. So you're going to put a number 1 if this is for you, okay? Just wait till you hear all 3, okay? But we'll see how this goes, okay? Having a lack of inbound leads causing you to waste time chasing inbound clients. Go ahead and put a 1 if that's you, okay? Number 2, losing hours to social media because the methods you try don't turn it into prospects or sales, okay? And then number 3 is getting stuck or confused while piecing things together because you don't have one unified strategy to scale, okay? So put a 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. I see some people put on all 3, and that's okay. That's good. I mean, awareness is everything. That's what we want to see from all of you, okay? All day, every day, okay? I'm supporting business coaches that go from struggling to get leads, reach the right people, or to make sales, okay, to building a business that gives them the freedom and fulfillment that they want. And I'm seeing a lot of ones, I'm seeing a lot of twos, I'm seeing a lot of threes, okay? So it looks like you are all in the right place, right? And our mission is to create 100 more $1 million coaching businesses this year. And that's something we're extremely committed to. Isn't that right, Lauren?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Anthony. And just finally, Mariana is behind the scenes. She's manning the chat, and Mariana is a scale specialist. She speaks to thousands of entrepreneurs each month to support them in scaling. This was actually Mariana and I in Spain a few months ago when it was a much colder time there. So if you see Mariana in our world, then just know that this is who she is. She's amazing. There, she's just said a little hello in the chat. So instead of struggling to get leads, clients, and sales, this Impact School workshop is where we install the social media sales system that gets ready to buy leads in 7 minutes a day. And so you are going to get the exact posts and we'll workshop them together so you have templates that you can use again and again to get leads. You've already seen one example. If you struggled with that example earlier, just make a list of your questions so that we can actually go through those. We'll actually cover the questions at the end because we want you to walk away from this workshop having posted. We don't want to just sit around here and get some nice ideas and brainstorm. We're all about taking action, and we like to support our clients in moving the business forward rather than getting stuck. So any of your questions, just please make a list of them and then we'll go through them right at the end, okay? Secondly, you're going to know how to share efficiently so that this takes you less than 7 minutes a day. And you're going to have a clear roadmap to follow to start getting leads coming to you, asking how they can work with you as soon as today. I saw that Jamie and tons of stuff has happened in the chat since then. Jolene, Jamie, various others have already made their posts. So you guys are going to start noticing because you've already posted that as we go through this session here today, you're going to start getting engagement on that. And as that engagement starts coming through, please let us know because that's what we're all about. And yeah, Jamie, I love that you just came up with those 3 things on the spot and only one of them is directly relating to what you do. Perfect. That's a great way to get the conversation going. Cool. Okay. Now, I'm also seeing that there are some people in the chat that are struggling to sell in the DMs or hire a team to help or get a scalable way to serve clients. So now would be a really great time to introduce our scale systems because scaling is what we do all day, every day inside of Impact School. And as a company, what we do is we work closely with entrepreneurs just like you to scale your coaching, consulting, and online course businesses so that you can scale. Scale stands for sales, clients, attention, leads, and business economics. And we do things in a way so that you get the freedom, profits, and lifestyle that you want. Now, today's workshop is focused on the attention and leads part of scale, which is all about reaching the right people who want to work with you and turning those people into a steady stream of leads so that you have a consistent pipeline full of dream clients, ensuring that you know where your next 10 clients are coming from organically, and which can be amplified with profitable paid media once you get the system working. Now, attention and lead gen may be your biggest pain points, but your challenges may be also one of the other areas of scale. For example, if I were to ask you, what would happen if you got 10 times the number of clients that you have right now? So let's say you went from 10 clients to 100 clients within the next 24 hours, or from 50 clients to 500 clients. How would your days look? How would your free time and lifestyle be? And if it wouldn't be ideal, then that's a huge opportunity for improvement when it comes to your client systems and the way that you deliver to clients so that you have a way to serve them more one-to-many or with a badass client success team, okay? Now, the second thing I'd ask is, what's the salary that you take home each month in comparison to the hours that you work? And does that salary allow you the lifestyle that you want without any need for any kind of budgeting or saving or anxiety around spending? If I were to ask you, are you happy with that salary? Then what would you tell me? And if you're working really hard and long hours, but you don't feel like you get the take home after tax profits that you want, then there's some room for improvement when it comes to your business's economics. And so that you can relax and make the most of this workshop, I want you to know that we have nothing to sell you on this workshop. There's not going to be any order link at the end of this training or anything. The way we work with clients is that we only enroll 20 new clients each month to work closely with to install scale systems. So at this point, whether your area of need is sales, clients, attention, leads, or economics, you can click the button that's on the screen right now or go to readyforscale.com and schedule a free post-workshop scale session. There will be no selling on that call either. It's just a 5 to 10 minute call where we'll give you a quick phone call. We'll put our minds together to see how what you'll get today or any of the other areas of your scale can fit in with your business, and it will allow you to create a scale path to get you the leads, clients, and profits that you're after. And I'm sure you're wondering, why would we give away a plan like this for free? What we found is that when we do, there's a small percentage of smart entrepreneurs who want to have us help install it with them. And the name of our company is Impact School. So even those that we don't work with, part of our mission is to give back and make an impact. And we know that when we help just one entrepreneur scale their coaching business, the ripple effect is huge. And that absolutely lights us up. So there's a button on this page where you can schedule your quick 10-minute post-workshop scale session, or just go to readyforscale.com. And please only schedule this scale session if you're 100% committed to showing up, because otherwise your spot could have gone to somebody else. And we like to spend our time serving and not chasing people down. So the button and page will be there throughout today's workshop. Usually when we run workshops like these, spots go very, very quickly. So I'd recommend you click the button and schedule your post-workshop scale session now. And if you can't find a time that works, you can shoot a message to my Instagram, which is at Lauren Tickner, and Mariana from our team will pick it up. You saw Mariana earlier. And on your scale session, first, we'll look at your niche, your price points, and your social media to see where there's room for improvement. We'll uncover the number one bottleneck that's holding you back from scaling to 1 million. And often the problem that's preventing you from scaling is something different than what you thought it was. And if we think that we can help, we can talk about next steps. And if not, we'll give you free resources or a connection who can help. So if at any point during this workshop you'd like to brainstorm one-on-one and get insight and an action plan tailored to you and your business, click the button or go to readyforscale.com and schedule your scale session. So that's my offer. That's my pitch. Now it's time to get into the social media sales system. So how can we take you from struggling to get leads, not getting enough sales on social media, or finding it challenging to reach the right people like Nicolina, Sagi, April, and Paul that we told you about in the beginning, to going ahead and leveraging a system that brings in inbound leads, converts sales, and gets clients in just 7 minutes a day. Oh, and by the way, I know some of you will be getting leads already, commenting on the post that you've made. I saw tons of people like Catherine just commented that she posted on Facebook, and so on and so forth. Sylvia's posted on Instagram stories, and she's going to make a reel out of this later. Love to see that. So as we go through this, please keep us updated on the engagement that we're getting, okay? So here we go. All right, so there are 5 key posts if you want to transform your social media from a lot of effort, slow, and unprofitable to a gold mine of leads, sales, and clients who pay you in full. And these posts must be installed in a particular sequence if you want to transform your social media into an abundance of leads. So the post that you just made was the one that's right in the middle there. It's designed to get more leads. And just to make sure that we're on the same page, the problems that we are solving for: number one, bad quality leads. Most of the entrepreneurs that we work with aren't reaching the right people online. They get some interest, but then those people don't turn out to be ready to buy. Or their posts sometimes get a load of comments wanting a freebie, but then those people just ghost them after getting that freebie, or they don't convert into sales. So you're posting, you're following up with those that engage, you're studying how to get more leads online, but it's just not producing real revenue. And that may mean that you're always trying to figure out why it's not working. Even, and most frustratingly of all, when you've hired people to supposedly do some of those things, like having a VA or a setter or even a team that you're orchestrating to help you DM or post or chat with people to make sales. And I'm seeing a lot of that right here. So I'm sorry if that hit a little too close to home. Anthony, if it's okay with you, I know you see a lot of these problems all the time with our clients, but would you be able to share the next 2 problems that we see it often? Because I know you're working with our clients all day, every day. So if that's cool, I'll hand it over to you while I have a sip of water.
Yes. Yeah, Lauren. The number 2 challenge or issue that we want to overcome is low reach. Okay, so first of leads, now it's low reach. And this stems from not having a system behind knowing what content to share. Okay, the content that'll actually result in leads, sales, and getting in front of dream clients. And for everyone in the chat, you can tell me if this sounds familiar. Drop a yes in the chat if you feel like you're spending a ton of time creating content, but it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, we do see this a lot. Then you see someone else with a big following but less knowledge than you sharing the same thing, and it has a ton of reach and engagement when they likely got the idea or concept for someone like you. All right. Yeah. Okay. I know that's a big one for so many people. All right. I see a ton of people already saying that. It's incredibly frustrating when you know your stuff, but it just isn't getting picked up by the right people in the algorithm. Okay. The third thing is that you're stuck. Okay. Your lead flow from social media is totally unpredictable. Okay. You have no idea if you'll make 1 sale, 5 sales, 20 sales, or 0 sales from social media this week. You've been trying this for a long time. You're piecing strategies together, but nothing will stick or work in the long run. You get something working, then Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, or whatever platform, they block you from sending more messages. Okay. So what's happening is you're getting some clients, but it's totally unpredictable. Okay. And please don't think the solution is any of these things here that you see. All right. Let's break down some of these. Okay. Linktree doesn't work because it causes decision fatigue. Okay. The reason I chuckle about this is because Lauren and I see this all the time. And Lauren, as soon as she sees this, she will immediately call you out for it. Okay. When people click a link in your bio, if they see a lot of different options, they don't know which thing to choose. So they bounce and they don't go where you want them to. Okay. Then more freebies. Offering more freebies or a free group isn't the solution. If you don't get your social media sales system dialed in, no freebie will solve your problem. Okay. Posting more isn't going to do anything. In fact, it will probably actually damage your reach, since the more posts you have without engagement will cause you to get less favored by the algorithm. Let's talk about boosting posts. Here's why boosting posts doesn't do anything. It's because if you want to run ads, there is a better way. Boosting posts is actually an extremely expensive way to reach more people. And if you get your social media sales system dialed in, like we'll show you today, you won't need to boost your posts. Okay. Hiring VAs or setters, all right, or installing a chat bot to automate or outsource your empty DMs or get leads for you is going to do nothing for you if you don't have leads in your DMs in the first place. Okay. Cold DMing or trying to automate things before you even have any traction is like trying to ride a bicycle, okay, up an icy, snowy mountain. Some of you thought I was going to say riding a bicycle uphill. No, it's actually going up an icy, snowy mountain. Okay. It's way harder. All right. It's literally going to leave you or anyone you hire to do it burned out. It's going to leave you frustrated. It's going to leave you resentful. Plus, it's going to sabotage your chances of converting sales when you do get leads. Okay. Then let's talk about making a new account, hiring a social media agency, live streaming, crying on camera, vlogging your life. Okay. All of these things, they're just inefficient and unnecessary strategies to deploy. Okay. Instead, the goal is to install a social media sales system that gets inbound leads ready to buy clients and brings in sales to scale your coaching business. And that's using a tried and tested method we've proven in 1,300 plus coaching businesses to date. Okay. So let's do it. We like to think in visuals. Hopefully you do too. All right. So step number one is posting the right thing. Okay. We'll get into those templates in just a moment and make sure you walk away from this workshop with posts that you can actually share. You've already done some of that today. Okay. And we'll show you that creating content to get clients should literally only take 5 minutes per post. The second thing is following a checklist to turn one piece into 14 or more pieces of content. And the third piece, okay, is sharing in a way that brings in leads and sales that only takes 2 minutes per day. All right. So let's move into what to share and why it works. I'm going to hand this over to Noor because Noor is really going to break this down for you. Okay.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Anthony. I'm going to share my screen here. Cool. By the way, just before I get going, reminder, as you start getting engagement on the post that you shared at the beginning of this workshop, let us know in the comments and let us know in the chat. We love to see that. So a mistake a lot of people make, which shows up as either you don't get as much reach as you want, or you get some engagement, but then they don't turn into actual prospects, or the people who do show interest in working with you just don't turn into sales. Now, the reason why that happens is because you are not speaking to one group of people at a time through your content. So to prevent that from happening, there are 3 styles of posts inside of our social media sales system. The first style of content is designed to reach more people. So in this content, you're not trying to get leads or make sales. You're just trying to reach more people. So the second style of content is designed to get more leads. So you can expect less new followers from this type of content, and you shouldn't expect to get direct sales here. However, the purpose of these posts is to generate leads and get people to raise their hand so you have prospects to have conversations with to then turn into sales. Now, the third style of content is where you put an offer out there, and it's designed to get clients and make sales directly from social media. So these posts should get way less engagement, but turn into cash in the bank with less conversation. So the 3 styles of posts work together to create an ecosystem which indoctrinates your new followers, your existing audience, and the people who'd be ready to buy from you right now, and ensures each of them are seeing something from you that's appealing to them, and therefore turns your social media into a sales system. So here's how we do it. You've probably seen this before, but just in case, TOF stands for top of funnel, MOF stands for middle of the funnel, and BOF stands for bottom of the funnel. So we'll be referring to each style of post as top of funnel, middle of funnel, or bottom of funnel from this point forth. Now remember, you do not try to speak to 2 or 3 groups at once. Each piece of content speaks only to one group at a time, so your post is either a top of funnel post, a middle of funnel post, or a bottom of funnel post. Does that make sense to anyone, to everyone? Are there any questions? I'm just going to check the chat, and then Lauren, is it cool?
No, I'll just share, yeah, because this is important. And Anne said, I thought the word comment affects reach on Facebook. And it's so funny because people make the most random, like, it's kind of like scaremongering, I guess. But it's super interesting because my posts that actually have the most comments are the ones which I say comment. Actually, there's this one post that I post during every special occasion. And whether it's like Black Friday or New Year or Valentine's Day, I say, I'm not running a Valentine's Day sale. Instead, get my social media sales system for free, comment the word leads, and I'll DM it to you. And those ones get hundreds of comments every single time. So just to let you know, lots of garbage out there. But hey, good thing you have us, because I know there are some people who are maybe skeptical of this, right? And this process is how you see our clients with really small audiences generating huge amounts of revenue. So for example, Winnie Wu here has less than 900 followers on Instagram, or at least she did last week. Maybe since I took this screenshot, she's increased a little bit, but she shared with the rest of our members, you can see on that screenshot on the left where it's highlighted in blue, that she generated 4 enrollments into her scale program, the scale program that we're helping her create right now. And that's $18,000 of income. And it's really incredible the way that this system shifts your business, allowing you to spend so much less time creating and sharing content or feeling like you're always pitching, and instead driving real revenue and sales, cash in the bank. I see money as a byproduct of value, and I see money as freedom tickets too. Likes and followers are really, really cool, but I don't know about you, but I think freedom tickets are cooler. So what you can see here is our proven day by day social media content schedule. Our best clients follow this like it's a Monday through Friday calendar. And there are 2 posts each week, which are top of the funnel, ensuring that you're always reaching more people who could do with your help. There are then 2 posts each week, which are middle of the funnel, driving people from social media onto your list to ensure that you have owned data. And then there is 1 post per week for your bottom of the funnel audience, ensuring that there's always an opportunity for people that want to work with you to actually raise their hand and work with you. Now, the middle of the funnel and the bottom of the funnel posts, they also go to your email list, giving your list consistent value and conversion opportunities, meaning that you don't need a separate email marketing strategy either. This is simply your email marketing strategy as well. So can you see how simply sticking to this as the foundation of your online marketing strategy keeps it so simple and ensures that you have a steady stream of leads? So let's first look at how to reach more people and grow an audience of the right potential clients that see you as an authority. Now, I have a question for you. What is your dream event to speak at? Just think about that for a moment. Your dream event. If you could speak at that event and it would change everything for you, what would that event be? Jay says Tony Robbins. Okay, I had a feeling some people would say Tony Robbins. So the next question is, how would you like to be introduced at that event to ensure that you get the most out of it? I see a lot of people wanting TED Talks, Naval Ravikant. Awesome. So how would you like to be introduced? Let's say you get that gig, you're invited to speak there about your topic, your zone of genius, the thing that you coach people on. How would you like the MC to introduce you as you're walking onto the stage? So right now, I want you to list 3 to 5 impressive things that the event host should say to get the crowd to pay attention when you come on stage. Okay. Think about your top of the funnel content as you speaking on somebody else's stage. If you use a ton of jargon like the CEO method or, you know, all of these letters after your name, people aren't going to understand that. Instead, think about it like you're speaking on somebody else's stage. Those people don't know who you are. They don't know probably a lot about your industry, unless of course it's an industry specific event. But a lot of you guys said like Tony Robbins and TED and stuff. So that's not super specific. Your top of the funnel audience don't yet know who you are or why they should listen to you. They've never seen your name before. They don't know, like, or trust you. So as they're scrolling through social media, seeing your post for the first time, they're asking themselves, why should I listen to you? Who is this random British girl on my feed that I've never seen before? Okay. They might be thinking, well, who's she to talk about online business? She must have OnlyFans or daddy's money, or is her rich boyfriend, right? People are thinking all these things in their head. So to get them to listen to you, you cannot talk at them or tell them what to do. Instead, you must showcase authority, and you showcase authority by delivering value. Now, value occurs at the point of consumption. Giving free stuff is not value. Value happens when someone consumes your stuff and either has an aha moment that shifts their thinking, or they implement it and they see results. So to get them to listen to you, you need to use an authority intro. Think about it as how you'd like to be introduced on stage. That needs to be at the top of your top of the funnel posts. Using an authority intro is really important to build up your credibility so people listen to you. Because essentially what you're doing is you're trying to create a micro step and get the people to follow you with the framing of, I like this person and they clearly know their stuff. So let me walk you through the system so you know how to do that, okay? So to reach more people, you need to get social. And so to get social, you share stories, observations, contrarian opinions, industry insights, authority, or listicles. And you ensure that you use an authority intro at the top of each social post. Trish said that what did it for her was the photo of me and Gary Vee. Exactly. That's a big authority, me speaking on the same stage as Gary Vee. So if you're getting on stage and saying that you're a success creator or something, that's not strong enough. You need to really think, what would get other people to listen to me? What's the real world evidence that you have? Because here's the thing. When people find you with your top of the funnel content, if they like your stuff enough to convert, they'll begin scrolling your profile. And because you're using the social media sales system, your middle of the funnel and your bottom of the funnel posts allow them to convert while they're stalking your page. You'll find that around 30% of the top of the funnel people who actually follow you will convert into leads right away because they'll scroll your page and see another post and convert. And that is the power of sticking to this system and having it as a key part of your business as a whole. So here's the framework to follow. You first of all start with an authority intro, then you get into expertise points with an optional sideways call to action, which we'll talk about in a sec. And then at the end, you say thank you for following, and there's an optional call to action. So the top of the funnel is where you have a lot more room to get creative with your content, and it doesn't have to be quite so templatized. We'll get into that in a sec. But a mistake a lot of people make with this style of content is using AI. And it's just not there yet. You know, to reach more people and have them see you as an expert, you're way better off using this system and doing it right rather than using AI, which adds, you know, points in the content that aren't necessarily valuable, or they're just way less valuable than your own expertise, right? You know your stuff. Okay, you are an expert. So share those value points so that more people in the world know you and you aren't the world's best kept secret anymore. Okay. So here's an example of a top of the funnel post. From social, this one is an authority post. the framework for each post is always the same for the top of the funnel content, right? It's what we went through already with an authority intro and then expertise points with an optional sideways call to action. And then you end with thank you for following, okay? So in this post, you can see that I said, I became a millionaire in my 20s without OnlyFans, daddy's money, or a rich boyfriend, okay? That's my authority intro. Then the next part is where you say essentially how, like, you know, you go into the expertise point, which is like these 3 steps or these 3, 5, 7 steps, whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share an example, if that's okay. I'll just share my screen and then I can actually zoom in quite a lot more and I'll show a contrarian post. Okay, so this is one over on my Facebook here. So let's actually go ahead and let's look at this post right now and I'll just zoom in because the photo that you put with it doesn't matter. And I can see some questions about like, should this be a reel or should this be a video or this and that? And the fact of the matter is, this is content style agnostic. With our system, the asset is the copy. And so when you get it right, we're going to show you in a bit how from just one piece of copy, you can get 14 posts without having to go all Gary Vee style and make content all the time and spend, you know, days and days doing this all the time. So let's go through this, okay? So this is a contrarian style post. And I said, online coaching is changing. Here are my 9 controversial predictions for 2024. And here's my authority intro. Side note, I've been selling coaching online for the last 7 years. This is the first season ever that I've seen so many changes. It's time to adapt or die. And then I just go through my predictions, okay? And then I just do a kind of casual call to action right here in my prediction point number 3. Just let me know if you want to see it. And then I had people start messaging and commenting, okay? So it's just me sharing a contrarian opinion regarding my predictions when it comes to the coaching industry. And this called out my ideal client, people that want to offer an online coaching offering, okay? So with that said, at this point, I think the thing that would be really, really valuable to do actually is if we go ahead and actually look at an example from one of our clients. So Anthony, would it be cool if I actually hand it over to you? Because obviously the posts I make, that was me getting quite creative with like a contrarian style. But I know Mike, when you saw this one and shared it with me, Mike actually used the exact template that we give to our clients. So I'll hand it over to you if that's cool.
Yeah, Lauren. What I did is I asked some of our members to share their top converting posts. And the thing for everyone to keep in mind is once you get a lot of credibility in your space, that authority style post within social does exactly, and it does actually include a small call to action. Okay. So we have this example from Mike Moore. And Lauren, I know you actually recorded an interview with him, but he said, surprise, surprise, both were straight off of your templates. Okay. And this is when we asked what his top converting content has been, okay, just from these templates, okay? So what Mike did is he actually generated $65,000 cash collected, right? There's a key there, is the cash collected, not gross revenue, cash collected, okay, from this system and his willingness to do the work, just to follow the process and do it. So if it's okay, actually, I would like to show one of these posts that he did so that you all can have the template. So bear with me for a second here. Let me get this because I do have it up.
Yeah, awesome. And while you do that, Anthony, with the top of the funnel style content, this template that Anthony's about to share with you, this one just works. And you can either put it as like a carousel style post like this. We will talk in a minute again about exactly how to share and like the logistics behind that. But we do recommend in the early days either a photo with the caption or just a carousel style post like this, because then if it performs well, then you can share it as a video, because if you go ahead and make a video, it can take a really long time. Whereas if you just share it as a text post like this, then you can see how it performs. And then based upon the messaging, you can go from there. So Anthony, yeah, let's check out all the comments on this post from Mike. There's just so many people commenting. Yeah.
There we go again with that comment. Okay. Contrary to popular belief, comment this keyword, DM it, and then boom, you can just see the DMs just coming in. Or sorry, the comments coming in. Okay. That led to all these DMs for him. Okay. And you can just see it just keeps going. I mean, I can just keep going with it. I'm trying to scroll fast, but it's just, you can see they just keep coming. So if we look at this, what he had here, he had a slideshow here. And this is actually like the last slide where he says, comment folks, now DM me the framework. But if I go back, you can see it has this authority at the beginning, okay? And then it leads into.
Anthony, could you just do me a favor? We're getting a few people say that they can't see your screen. It's
Oh,
weird. I can see it fine, but maybe if you just stop sharing and start again,
okay.
that would be
Yeah,
awesome because
I'll do
for some
that.
reason,
Interesting.
okay, some people can see it, some people can't. If anybody's having any issues, guys, I would recommend just refreshing your page and then should be all sweet. But Anthony, looks like it's all good. I'd just say anyone that can't see it,
Okay.
just refresh your screen.
Okay. Yeah. He just says, I'll just read the headline real quickly. That gives him his authority. He says, I'm a mindset coach who teaches athletes how to win the big matches and have more fun competing. I've helped 20 clients beat #1 in the country, in the world, and win 10 world titles. Okay. Then he gets into his four key areas. 1, 2, build emotional skills. 3, performance, results driven. Intentional focus on improvement. And then he finishes with that call to action and comment focus. And then the comments just blew up as a result of that. Okay.
Anthony, how about this? Why don't we do this? Okay. Everyone's saying the page refresh works, so it's awesome. Everyone can see your screen. If you could do me a favor, could we go back to the first slide? And I think it might be quite nice to workshop this together, right? Like so that everyone can walk away with a lot of value. So it's pretty nice because it just starts with that authority intro, right? He could have even just said, I've helped 20 clients beat the #1 in the country/world and win 10 world titles in their sport. Then it's just how, and then by teaching these 4 things, by teaching these 3 things, by doing these 3 things. And then you just go into your value points. So let's check out value point 1 here. Boom. What's your value point? Okay, what's the thing that you would teach your clients to achieve the outcome that you promised in your first slide?
Keep it simple, right? That's the most important thing. And keep it sharp. Look, it just makes it to make you focused on what is the main thing. And this is only one of 4, right? When he gets to the second one, very clear, build emotional control skills. All right. And he shows why people, everyone's tough when things are going well. This is actually like a reminder to everyone who is, it's easy when things are going good, but how do you handle situations when they are tough? Right. And so he's helping build, a winning mindset for these people. Right. And so he's talking to the people who are not doing as well as they could. And it helps them it helps catch your attention. All right. And then another one, performance, purpose driven identity instead of results driven. Okay. Most of their identities were connected to winning and losing, which they can't control. You must create an identity that is tied to your performance and a deeper purpose outside of outcomes. This helps him to identify, hey, what are the best of the best doing? And here's how you can grab that and use it for yourself. Okay.
Short and snappy. Yep. It's just it. Just super short and snappy. He's got 4 points here. And then at the end, if we go to the end, it doesn't really matter what Mike's content says, guys. Honestly, we're just showing that it's really short and snappy points. For you, it might be, let's just say you're like a finance coach. Number 1, the best to lose your money really quickly, invest in an investment fund. Instead, people that save money the best way, invest in ETFs, right? Point number 2, don't try to have a money manager. They're going to take a big fee. By the way, guys, I'm just pulling this off the top of my head. Like, just totally pulling this from nowhere. But like, this could be your points, right? What are your teaching points? Okay, and then at the end, he calls out his ICP, his ideal client. If you're a competitive athlete looking to enjoy competition more and win the big matches, comment focus, and I'll DM you the framework that holds these skills together for free. Boom. Okay, yeah, Trish, not financial advice. That was definitely not financial advice. Just to be sure. So yeah, Anthony, you want to hand it back to me? And
yes.
It's essentially just a big heading with an authority intro. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 value points. Doesn't matter. Just to make sure that people know that you know your stuff. That's the most important thing. And if you're struggling with this and if you're stuck and you're not really sure like how you can piece this all together, just book a one-on-one post-workshop scale session. You can either click the button that's on the page here or just go to readyforscale.com. Schedule a quick 10 minutes post-workshop brainstorm where we can see how this system can fit in with the rest of your business. And on that session, you can let us know the parts that you're struggling with, if you're overthinking some things, if you're not really sure how this can work for you, or if you don't know how to get your expertise distilled into those small value points. There's clearly an opportunity to improve your copywriting skills, and we're very, very good at that. Okay, so Trish says she's feeling so amped. You guys are awesome. Thank you. So top of the funnel is there to reach more people and ensure that you're no longer unknown. Whereas middle of the funnel, however, is there to get you more leads. So who wants more leads? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Who wants more leads? Okay, Catherine says me. Jamie says me. Trish says me. Woo, class said woo. All right, nice. Love to see this. So if we look back at our proven day-by-day social media content schedule, there are 2 days per week where we get more leads. Now, you already posted with one of the templates right at the beginning of this workshop. And so I'd like to actually know who's getting already some engagement from that. Just let us know. And remember, this social media schedule is scientifically created to move towards ensuring that your clients become indoctrinated and they build up so much trust that they can't help but want to work with you organically without you needing to always be pitching or always needing to try to go viral or, you know, try weird like strategies on social media. Like, remember, in the middle of the funnel content, the content that speaks to get more leads, those people already know, like, and trust you. So you speak to people as though they already know, like, and trust you. So in the middle of the funnel stuff, no authority intro is needed. Okay. Instead, for your middle of the funnel post, there's a really important thing to do. Okay. So please start doing this right now. Okay. What you need to do is you need to take problems that you hear in sales. That's really, really important. Okay. Catherine says that she's already getting likes on her post. Awesome. Catherine, you could start reaching out to those people, by the way, if you fancy it. Not necessary, but just in case you feel like it. So you can take problems that you hear in sales, right? That's really important because when you keep track of the problems that you hear in sales on a pain list, then you have a never-ending stream of content ideas to pull from. Then in your middle of the funnel content, you show how your systems and processes overcome these problems. And this works so incredibly well because when you speak to the pain points and problems which prospects are telling you that they have, other people just like them will resonate with your content about those same problems. And that allows you to pull in a never-ending stream of leads with your middle of the funnel posts. And then you put a call to action to get your free training. Now, we won't have time to get into our full webinar profit system today, but in brief, you have a training running on autopilot that highlights the 3 most common problems that your potential clients have and how your system overcomes all of them. And the training does a lot of the heavy lifting and it is designed to trigger intent. And you build the training once and leverage it to sell many times over. And it brings you in sales again and again. And you can use that whether you want to sell through the DMs or via appointments and sales calls. And the post that we made at the beginning of this workshop was direct middle of the funnel. Whereas the second type of middle of the funnel post is an expertise style of middle of the funnel post, following the same template that we just used for the top of the funnel post, right? The only difference, like the one that you saw from Mike, right? The only difference is that the middle of the funnel post include a call to action and it begins with a client problem instead of an authority intro. Okay? Are you with me? You following me? I just want to make sure that you're all getting what I'm saying here. And we keep this really, really simple because this system really, really works. Like it's really, really simple for a reason. So Anthony, if it's cool with you, I know we had a great post from Audrey and she filled her sales calendar from just one post. There we go. There it is.
Yeah. I wanted to bring this up so everyone can see it. Just so everyone knows, Audrey has less than 5,000 followers on Facebook. And you can see there that she has 69 comments. And she hadn't actually been posting properly on Facebook for years until she started with us. All right. And that's mainly because she didn't know what she was sitting on. Okay. So let's walk through Audrey's post. And just like you saw with Mike, you know, it's you can see with the first slide, a small business owner paid 110,000, you know, $849 in taxes. The next year she received a $4,000 tax refund legally. Okay. Here's how she went from paying more than her fair share to keeping more of what she earned. Okay. And then she walks through 3 different strategies to it. And then it gets, if you all can see that on that last slide, I'll read it for those of you that can't see it, but it says, here's what the call to action is. Okay. If you're a business owner that makes over 300K net income a year and wants to keep more of what you make while making a positive impact, comment tax reduction below, and I'll DM you my tax shield foundation system for free. Okay. That's the most important thing, is that she has a clear headline and she finishes it off with a strong call to action. Okay. And from this one post, Audrey filled her sales calendar for 2 days straight and booked a lot of revenue. Now, we don't have permission to share how much, but let's call it more than most businesses make per year. Okay. From this one template we gave you, plus a scale program we're working on with her right now, okay, that's what led to that incredible result for her. Okay. So the real question is, are you going to use this template? Have we shown you enough examples for you to use this? That's really an important thing that we want you all to be able to grasp from that.
Awesome. Yeah. And the really interesting thing as well, like Audrey was spending thousands, I'll just say, on paid media. And she's actually been able to, significantly reduce the amount that she's spending on ads right now because she's getting so many leads organically. And so that's just the beautiful thing about getting this system in place. So we went through the direct middle of the funnel style post, and now and we went through top of the funnel, we went through direct middle of the funnel, we went through expertise style middle of the funnel, which was one that Audrey just shared. And now we need to go through my favorite style of post, which is the bottom of the funnel style post where we get clients. Okay. So this is where we turn people who know, like, and trust us, which is our leads or our leads, sorry, into clients, or get some people to take the fast track and turn people that don't know us and get them on the fast track to become our client right away. Okay. So I also want to know, are you guys enjoying this so far? I'd like to know the number one thing that you've gained from this workshop so far. Please share that. It would be really, really cool to hear. And while you're sharing the number one thing that you've taken away so far, Trish says the hands-on learning. Good stuff, gang. Someone's name is Lawrence. I was kind of just thinking, wait, is someone making a spam account for me? Jamie said simplicity, use my authority and just go for it. Claire said clarity on types of posts. Catherine said number one gain, how to do posts. Claire says love the format. Catherine says this is awesome. Value happens when they consume. Victor says the scale system. Christina says I'm consuming it all. Trish says the energy is always contagious too. Awesome, guys. Love to see that. Love to see that. Angie says authentic teaching here. Yes, that's what we are all about. And that's exactly what we do with our clients inside of Scale with Impact too. So in fact, actually, our client Nick made a post and he was shocked to find out that he had tons of people comment info, which if you ever see like info on one of our clients' posts, that's the keyword our clients use to get someone to basically say, send me the info about how I can work with you. So Nick didn't even realize he had so many potential clients right there in his audience, but then we gave him these templates, okay? These are the templates. So here's the first template. And you're going to fill this in with me here. Remember, this is a workshop. We're not just having you like passively engage, passively watch, right? We want you to fill in the blanks, okay? So here we go. Here's the first template. Looking to outcome. Okay, so just fill in the blank. What's the outcome that you take your clients to? And remember, you may make 100 of these posts within the next 2 years. So don't obsess about getting it perfect, because if nobody engages with that thing, then what you were saying didn't resonate with the market. So you need to improve it. And you may need our help with that. Just schedule a scale session. We're happy to talk about it. So just get it down on paper for now. We can get it posted and then we can work on it and improve, okay? So looking to outcome. Fill in the blank. I've helped number, how many clients have you helped? Insert the number there. Of avatars, insert the number of the avatar that you've helped. Okay, what's the type of avatar? So for Nick, it might be like, I've helped 25 clinicians build an online physio business, right? So achieve dream goal within whatever time frame it is. And I'm taking on only however many more who want to do the same this month. Interested? Comment or DM me info and let's chat to see if it's a fit. So just fill in the blanks and share it in the chat once you're done. And we can take a couple of minutes here while you fill that out, because I want to make sure that you got this down, okay? I'll do an example of, let's do it based upon our client Audrey that we just shared. So looking to reduce your taxes, I've helped, I don't know how many people she's helped. I've helped, however, like let's just say it's 100 7-figure businesses reduce their taxes by up to 60% within a year. And I'm taking on only, I don't know how many she can take on at once, 10 more who want to do the same this month. Interested, comment or DM me info and let's chat to see if it's fit. If you haven't helped that many yet, just put how many you've helped. If it's 10, if it's 15, So you just fill in the blanks and let's get that posted. Okay. And the beautiful thing about this is as you help more and more people, you can keep using it again and again and again. Okay. So we'll give it another minute. I'll let you guys fill that in. Want to make sure that you really get this now. And yeah, post it in the chat once you're done. For those of you who are here live, we can, because then we can workshop it, you know, we can help you improve it. Okay, let's do this. Looking for a high converting website. I've helped dozens of service providers fall in love with their website in just 6 weeks. I'm taking on only 3 clients next month who want to do the same. Interested? Comment. Yes, Jamie, cool. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And yes, you post it with a photo. You can post it with a photo of yourself. Looking to live your best life internally and externally. I've helped many aspiring entrepreneurs enjoy their journey to break out of their 9-to-5 in 1 year. Okay, so Brooke, the outcome is looking to break out of your 9-to-5. That would be the outcome. And then it would be, I've helped, instead of many, just put the number, because otherwise it's just a little vague. You know, I've helped 12 aspiring entrepreneurs create their dream online business in just a year, and I'm taking on only 3 more who want to do the same this month. Okay, that would be how you'd improve that one. Claire, I'll come to you next. Your outcome is very broad. We really need to refine that and make it clearer, because it says looking to generate more success. It's just so broad, you know, like we want to get really hyper clear on what that outcome is. You say that you help 58 entrepreneurs achieve their ideal life within 12 months. What does that look like in a real world? Like, how does that actually look? Are you helping them expand their business? Like, are you helping them get more calm and calm their nervous system? Like, what are you doing for them? I can't quite tell from what it is that you say right there. Catherine, you say, I help 50 Senkos stop taking work home with them. I'm not familiar with Senko, so as long as that's something that your ideal client would know what that is, then that looks good. Okay. Catherine said, looking to release past trauma. Yes, that looks good. Okay, special educational needs. Awesome. Respects, Catherine, because my brother is disabled, so that's awesome what you're doing. I'm not familiar with that word though. So I would maybe just type it out, you know? I think it would probably help you a lot. I'll do one more, which is looking to build a business that fits in around what you do. Okay, and this is a little wordy, but I love the fact that you help 10 parents achieve more time with their children to work flexibly. So I would say looking to spend more time with your children. I've helped 10 parents build a business that fits around what you do already and work flexibly. I'd tie that all together. Okay, cool. Guys, we have another template, but these are great so far. I hope my specificity is helping you a lot. So let's move on to the next one. Here's the second template, okay? Guys, by the way, is this helping you? Yeah, I just want to make sure this is valuable. Now you guys have offers to put out there. This is what an offer is, okay? It's taking a message and what you do with your clients, and it's putting it out there to the market, okay? Amazing. Anne says it's really helping. Claire says it's very valuable. Sylvia says yes. Trish says some awesome. Guys, I'm so grateful to serve you. This is what we love to do all day, every day at Impact School. Just imagine this with our help all the time. That's what you can have if you get on your scale session. So readyforscale.com. Remember, get that in. Second template. Okay, here's how it goes. Celebrate with me. Name, achieve dream goal within time. Looking to do the same, comment or DM me info and let's chat to see if it's a fit. That's the second template.
And Lauren, just to interject here, I'm just conscious of time, so I don't think we'll have time to do the entire money-making messaging method part of the training, but I would be happy to have our team talk about that with anyone who schedules a scale session on readyforscale.com.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Thanks, Noor. Always keeping me in check. I do think it would be important to share how I get it all done in just 7 minutes a day, and also like, you know, the reels versus carousels, etc. So is it cool if we do that part? Do we have time for that?
Yeah, we should have time.
Okay, perfect, cool. Awesome. Okay, so just this second template looks like we're on a bit of a time crunch. So you guys have this template now, so make sure to make the most of that. And I know we have just shared a lot, so just a quick recap. There are 2 posts each week to reach more people, and to do so, you use social. Okay. There are then 2 posts each week to get leads. One of them is a direct middle of the funnel post, which is what you post in the very beginning of the workshop. And the second one is an expertise middle of the funnel post, like the post from Audrey that you saw. And then there's 1 post each week to get clients, which is the bottom of the funnel post. That's the impact offer, the one that we just put together and that we were brainstorming just a couple minutes ago. Now, our best clients use the templates that we've given you here today. We obviously give this in a much more templatized version to our clients. But our clients use the templates, and instead of reactively creating posts day by day, they put 1 30-minute block of time onto their calendar each week, which is their content creation time. And this 30 minutes allows them to get into flow and create content which will connect with their dream clients. And during that time block, they edit the templates and they get all their content done for the week. So they don't need to think about it again. Okay. So they just type all 5 posts for the week into 1 document. And here's where the magic happens. And you've just seen how you can do a post in like literally less than 1 or 2 minutes with our templates. Like I'm seeing you guys share them in the chat right now. So here's what happens. On their document where they type all their posts, there's a checklist below each piece of content. So either they have a virtual assistant post it for them and they add an image that they've pre-approved. So like have a Google Drive folder full of pre-approved images of yourself. And if they don't have a virtual assistant, they just go through the checklist and post it on the platforms that they choose. And so if we look at the checklist a little closer, you'll see there's actually like multiple posts per platform. Now, this is the power of this system. From 1 piece of copy, if you choose to, you get stories for Facebook and Instagram. You get videos that can be posted anywhere. You get text posts. You can also turn it into those like Twitter style carousel posts, meaning that you save a ton of time. And personally, we recommend that you start with carousel style posts like Audrey's and Mike's that you saw earlier, or just text in an image. Because then the posts that perform really, really well, you can turn them into videos where either you speak to the camera or you can just get some video clips of you and or just the scenery around you and put the text on top. And that allows you to get so much bang for your buck. And if you're already great on camera, just use the written templates as a video. It's easy, right? And also it's platform agnostic, meaning if you want to post on just 1 platform, you can. If you're just specializing on LinkedIn, you can just post there. If you're just specializing on Facebook, you can just post there. Instagram, just post there as you like, right? We just find that a lot of our clients get a lot of additional reach when they just decide to post it on more than 1 platform, but it's totally up to you. This is platform agnostic, and it's also style of content agnostic. I always get very nervous when I see people only focusing on 1 platform, because what if that platform goes down? What if the reach changes? I built an audience on Clubhouse of like 150,000 followers. Then one day on Clubhouse, they just suddenly decided that they wanted to change the algorithm. And then I woke up and I literally had like 2 followers the next day, and they turned it into some friend's platform. That wasn't cool. So at this point, I just want to know what your questions are, since this is a workshop. So Anthony, Nora, and I, we want to answer your questions for you. So type your questions into the chat. And usually the questions that we see come up are either relating to like super tactical things like hashtags, the best time to post, the platforms to use, of which none of that really matters. What's important is to stick to the proven day-by-day social media content schedule. Or the other questions that we get a lot, things about like lead magnets and funnels and what to do once you start getting leads and interest in order to turn them into sales. And if you share the middle of the funnel post right at the beginning of this workshop, you should already have gotten some leads by now. And if you don't, then that's a signal that potentially that messaging isn't resonating with the market. And you need to go back, look at that copy that you posted and tweak the heading in the beginning so that you can actually go ahead and improve it and make it more targeted to the people that could actually do with your help. And before we get into questions, a lot of people get stuck because they try and focus on the wrong thing at the wrong time. For example, before you're consistently posting on social media, trying to optimize funnels, right? Like that's something that we see a lot. But if no one's landing on your funnel, that's not where your energy should go. Similarly, I see people trying to like hire setters or virtual assistant to handle their DMs. But if there's nobody in your DMs already, then that's not a really good use of energy. It's not a really, really good use of your time. So instead, we have a scale assessment, which ensures that you focus on the right thing at the right time. And that's how you see that our clients, are scaling their businesses so consistently and predictably. So if you'd like the scale assessment for free and you want some help doing this and figuring out which area of your business, when prioritized, would move the rest of your business forward, and to get the systems that you need to scale, whether your area of need is sales, clients, attentions, leads, or economics, just click the button on the screen to book a post-workshop one-on-one scale session, or just go to readyforscale.com. Now, this is not a sales call. It's just going to be 5 to 10 minutes where we'll put our minds together to see what your scale path is so that you can get the leads, clients, and the profits that you're after. And please only schedule this scale session if you're 100% committed to showing up, because you can see there's a lot of incredible entrepreneurs here right now live. And so if you're not going to show up, we can give your spot to somebody else. So please only schedule it if you are going to show up at the time that you select, because we really like to spend our time serving and not chasing people down. And I'm sure you're wondering, why would we give away a plan like this for free? And for some of you who came in late, the reason why is because we found out that when we do, there's a percentage of smart entrepreneurs who want to have us help install it with them. So there's going to be 0 sales happening on your brainstorming session. Instead, here's what's going to happen, okay? So first, we'll look at your niche, your price points, and your social media to see where there's room for improvement. Then what we'll do is we're going to uncover the number one bottleneck that's holding you back from scaling to 1 million. And often the problem that's preventing you from scaling is something different than what you thought. For example, Mike, who you saw earlier, he thought he had an attention problem. He didn't have an attention problem. It's just that the way that he was serving clients was taking too much of his time. So he kept self-sabotaging sales and not actually selling to clients because he didn't have a leveraged and scalable program to put his clients into. So we sorted that out, and then he had the confidence to go ahead and start posting with our templates. And then you saw he collected 65K in cash. And then what we'll do is, if we think that we can help, we can talk about next steps. And if we can't help you, we will give you free resources or a connection who can help you. So there's a button on this page where you can schedule your quick 10-minute post-workshop scale session. And or you can go to readyforscale.com. It does look like we are almost full for the week and next week, but there are a few spots left on readyforscale.com. Okay. I can see a lot of people are going ahead and scheduling their scale session. So that is great to hear. Jay says, see you Thursday. Okay, cool. Mariana's right there as well. By the way, I want to move into Q&A, and I can see Mariana is there in the chat. So if you can't find a time for a scale session, you can shoot Mariana a text. She's just given me her phone number here. This is her private number. Just because I want to just make sure that we can actually get you guys scheduled, and if you want to speak to her. So the number is +1 972 458 5447. That's +1 972 458 5447. So you can shoot her a text if there's not a time on the calendar, so that she can support you and find a time. So no, if that's cool, would it be okay if we move into Q&A? I know there's been a lot of questions, and I've actually seen some of them route directly to me. So I've sent you those on Slack, because I know the chat is kind of weird, like it's not showing everybody. So if that's okay, you could go through them now.
I've got them here. So first question is, what happens on my scale session? Is that something I need to schedule today? Anthony, I'll have you take that one if that's cool.
Yeah, that's a good question. So there's two there. To answer, do I need to schedule it today? One of the things we learned, again, we've served over 1,300 plus coaching businesses. What we learned from that is, those who move on things quickly are those who are easiest to work with. Those are the people who get results because they take action. Progress over perfection. We say that a lot inside working with our clients. Healthy relationship begins with healthy communication. So if you were to schedule your scale session now, not only does it mean that you'll get in before we continue to get booked up, which that is what happens over the next few weeks, and it's also a signal to us that you're the kind of business owner who makes things happen and will be easy to work with. All right. And since we don't work with everyone and we only enroll a certain amount of clients each month, these small little details actually make a big difference. Those of you, we showed Winnie's what Winnie did when she came in quickly. She was on the last scaling class that we did just like this. She scheduled her scale session while she was still watching the class, and we were able to prepare her scaling plan within 24 hours. And she's a dream to work with. She takes action, she does the work, she takes our guidance, she implements right away without thinking. And that's how she was able to add that 18,500 USD in profit, cash collected in just a week of using our system. So I hope that makes sense. The second part of that question, what happens in a scale session? This is actually, it's a pretty quick call. It's a fast-paced call, just diving into 3 things. Number one is your niche. Okay. Number two is your price points. Number three is your social media. And that helps to see what's possible in terms of inbound leads, what that looks like to have time freedom for yourself, and then of course revenue. Okay. And what that revenue looks like in the next 90 days, in the next 12 months. Okay. And that's really important. Nor did I cover that appropriately?
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you so much. Another question that I can see got sent in the chat is, I want the information on how you can help me. How does your coaching or program work?
I can do that. I'll do
Yeah.
that. Okay. Super simple, short answer, just to be direct, is that we don't know until your scale session. Okay. Um, Really, it's based upon how that goes. Okay. Then we'll know whether it's a fit or not. And if it's not, we'll make sure to set you up with a referral of some resources to help. Okay. Here's a reason why your business is unique. Okay. Your business is unique. Your clients are unique. And you are unique. Okay. And we don't do cookie cutter solutions with this specifically. Okay. We care about each individual client so much that we wouldn't want to disrespect you by giving you blanket answers. We just need more context on you and your business. Okay. And that helps us to understand, what you need. And it varies from one person to the next. And most people, they just need that clarity based off of their specific situation. Okay. And so this super simple way to look at this is, you want info about what we have. We don't have info about you. And without us getting that info on you, everybody gets stuck in a deadlock. Okay. So see how that works? Just a deadlock. And so just that communication, the healthy communication, is really effective, because that helps to have that conversation in order to figure out what's best for you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Anthony. And then the last one that I have here, that Lauren has routed to me is, this is a good one. What is the guarantee, Anthony? I'll have you answer that if that's cool, as I know that this is a question that we get a lot.
That question comes up every single time, no matter what. I don't know why, but it does. There are two things in life that are guaranteed. We'll say this all the time. Two things in life that are guaranteed: death and taxes. Okay. And the question to ask yourself is, you've probably had clients who join and then they just don't show up, right? And because we haven't worked together before, there are no guarantees, since we don't know you up. However, if you guarantee to yourself that you'll commit, you'll follow through, if things go well on your scale session, and we know we can help implement the path that we create together, then yeah, you can be sure that it'll work for
you. Amazing. Awesome.
So I'm seeing some questions here about like pricing and stuff. It's super interesting, isn't it? Because there's so much complicated information out there about like, having different offers, like $50 ebook and like a 500 and a 1400, etc., etc. Bree, I would say this is a really great thing to chat about on a scale session, just because that's a very tactical question, and it would be helpful to have a better understanding of like the level of revenue that you're at, because depending on where you're at revenue wise, we've seen the majority of our clients do really, really well in scaling to 100K per month with just one or two primary offerings. So if there's any more than that, then I would say there's potentially a gap in your product market fit and your marketing message. So definitely jump on that readyforscale.com. Get on a scale session with us so that we can dig a little deeper there to see what's rocking and rolling going on. And yes, these sessions really are only 10 minutes. They are pretty stacked on the calendar, so time will not run over. So yeah, just jump on one. Like, we're not going to be selling you anything on that call. We don't know if we have anything to sell for you yet. And, we won't try and sell something if we really can't serve you, because our reputation is more important to us than anything. So cool. I'm just going to go through this. I can see a lot more questions now. So if it's okay with you, I'm just going to go through. Catherine was mentioning about like she doesn't understand how to get emails of people who are interested. And Catherine, it really comes down to having the right offer that people actually want to exchange their email for. So when you post the middle of the funnel content out there, you can go ahead and then ask people, hey, what's your best email address so that I can email this over to you? And then you can continue the conversation from there. Okie dokie. Okay. I think, guys, this has been really, really fun. I'm so grateful to serve you guys. Please go ahead and schedule your scale session. I am conscious that the times are getting quite Bree said the phone died. Yeah, Bree. I basically said like best thing to do is jump on a scale session because that was a critical timing that it died, wasn't it? Because it's a very tactical question and it's very specific to you. So just jump on a scale session and we can go over that. So for everyone here, thanks so much for being here. This was super fun. Readyforscale.com. If you can't find a time, shoot Marianne a text on +1 972 458 5447. That's +1 972 458 45447. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a great time, and I look forward to serving you guys. Thanks so much for today. Really, really grateful, and see you on the other side of your scale session.